Hi Stampers! Happy Card Sketch Transformation Day. We are on card sketch number 431. Isn't it beautiful? We're using the Lily of the Valley bundle with the Valley in Bloom designer paper with Pretty Peacock. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so here's our card sketch. Looks so different, doesn't it? Once you do it, the transformation of it. Okay, so my subscribers, you guys got the card sketch printable early, and it is available over on my blog right now for card sketch 31 and the project we're making on Wednesday. And then don't forget to add your Wild Bunch. This is product of the month for June. Such a cute stamp set. Yay. Adorable. So you can add that for $5 when your order reaches $75. Just a quick reminder because it's super cute. All right, let me get all my pieces and let's get your measurements for you. I do have another sample that I made, I think it's been a few months now. It was using that Advent calendar kit. Remember that? It's long gone now, but the sample that I made with it is screaming at me every time I look at my desk. So that's what we're using for the card sketch. All right, so my piece here of the Pretty Peacock, the base is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just burnish that really quick. And then I have some scrap here. So we got some piece of basic white. This is for the inside, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And a piece of the designer paper. I think this is cut at 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then the front of our card, this is the Pretty Peacock. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. We're going to distress this piece. So this piece of basic white is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then your designer paper, which is the Valley in Bloom. Isn't this paper pretty? So gorgeous. This piece is cut at 3 by 4. And then I have all my layers, which I did die cut out. I'm going to show you how I did that. But I did die cut out 3 of the lilies. And then I die cut out the circles and this banner. And I'll show you where those came from. So this is the Lily of the Valley stamp set. And it comes with the bundle with the dies. You can buy them individually too. But when you buy them in a bundle, you'll save 10%. Okay? And I love these greetings. Happy for you. To the one of the nicest people I know, so grateful for you. To a forever kind of a friend, happy birthday and a little thanks. So pretty. So we're using the happy birthday, and then the inside of the card I stamped to a forever kind of friend. I love that. And then this is the die collection that I'm using. This is the Lovely Arrangements. This is still available. We all love this stamp set. It's got flowers and really cute fonts of greetings, but then look at the dies. They're amazing. So I use this one and the circles on my card sketch. So that's what we're using today. And that's where these two pieces came. So I cut this piece again with the Pretty Peacock. And then this one I'm just going to stamp the happy birthday on that. All right, so we're going to focus on this layer for right now. And let me get my scrap so we can stamp and die cut this out. I'll show you exactly what I did. I'm using the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. These are so pretty. They got white, cloud cover, old olive, and then it looks like Secret Sea. Very pretty. All right, so this stamp is in that Lily of the Valley, and I'm going to stamp this. There's not that much coloring actually to these 3 pieces. So I stamped this 3 times, and then I'm going to die cut it. So I'm going to do that with you. So let me grab my die cut machine really quick. I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is a little portable one. It's really nice and compact. It comes with all your plates that you need with this die cut machine, all right? So for die cutting, we're going to use the platform number 1 and then 2 number 2s, all right? And you can see the numbers right, oh, nope, sorry. This is number 2 here. You can see that right there, 2. And then you'll need a second one. Let me turn it over. Right there. So 2 number 2s and the platform. So I'm going to put my scuffed up one on the bottom because that's where we're die cutting on that layer. And then I'm going to take my lily here. Remember, the die cut machine is cutting your smaller pieces with your dies, So nothing over, say, 3 inches will cut because it needs to fit between the platform right here. Okay, so let me grab my die. Okay, so let's just put this right over top of that stamped image. All right, so that looks actually pretty good. So now let's grab our number 2 plate and send that through. Didn't move, nope, didn't move. That's good. Okay, all that crackling and everything, that's totally normal. So there's my lily. Here, let me put it on my sleeve so you can see it better. Isn't that cute? So dainty. And then there's a little die cut there. So there we go. Very nice. All right, so I went ahead and did all 3 already, but I do got to color them, and I will fast forward that when we get there, all right? So let's move our die cut machine. Let's distress this piece. This is your 3 3/4 by 5, and I have my spritzer bottle from Stampin' Up. I believe you get 2 of these in a package. So I just have just regular tap water in my bottle, and I'm just going to spray this lightly onto my cardstock to get it wet, and then I can distress it. So all I'm going to do is just kind of crunch it up into my hands, and I'm distressing the cardstock. And when you get the water on the cardstock, it makes the cardstock a little bit more pliable, especially when you're crinkling it in your hands. You can also distress just the edges like I did on the sample of my card sketch. Like, just take your fingernail and kind of go across the edges just to distress that. But I'm going to wrinkle this all up really good. And if some places get tore up, I'm totally okay with that. If some corners get folded up, I just want it to be distressed, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to actually set this aside just a little bit while we finish our card. And that's the piece that's going to go onto the base of my pretty peacock. All right, so now let's go ahead and color all my lilies, my flowers, and actually I'm going to be coloring the leaves. And I'm going to be using the Granny Apple Green, light and dark. Remember, you get both in a package, the light and the dark. And I'm just going to take the dark, and I'm just going to go over the leaves and the veins a little bit. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. To get all our flowers, the leaves colored. I'm going to leave the lilies white, but I'm going to add some Wink Stella. Let me get some scrap here. I'm going to shake up your Wink Stella, and then I'm going to squeeze some onto my scrap here just to get my brush activated with the Wink Stella. I'm just going to touch on the flowers a little bit with the Wink Stella just to add some shimmer. So pretty and dainty looking. All right, and then we're going to stamp our little greeting here on our banner. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat just because that's dark and I can see better right where I'm stamping, because this happy birthday is a larger stamp, but this does fit. So this is from the Lily of the Valley as well, and I'm just going to stamp this happy birthday right in the center of that die cut. It fits perfect, even though it doesn't look like it will, but it does. Then I'm going to take my basic white piece. I'm going to put this strip of this designer paper. Remember, this is the 1 inch by 5 1/4, but mine's a little bit longer. So I'm just going to add this to the inside so I can stamp it with the greeting. We'll just trim that down a little bit. Make it fit. Very nice. And then we're going to stamp To a Forever Kind of a Friend. And I'm just going to stamp this right over here to the right hand side. That's going to be for the inside of my card. Very nice. And I think all the stamping is done. Let's get our liquid glue. Remember, this piece is cut at 3 by 4. This paper, the Valley in Bloom, is so beautiful. And I didn't want the card to be too busy, so I just went with the small piece of the large. This paper comes in 12 by 12, and there's like strips of this design at the bottom and then at the top. So I just went with this piece just because it's a little bit softer. And then we're going to take our little layer here with all the circles, and I'm just going to touch just randomly towards the center of the circles. Not all of them. But then I'm going to put this over to the side. Not quite in the middle. I'm just going to offset it towards the right-hand side a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this piece with Stampin' Dimensionals. And then we're going to splatter with the Wink of Stella over this layer and that distressed layer. It just looks so nice with just a little bit of Wink of Stella splattered all over the background. We're going to do that next. So let's take this layer here, and then this is still kind of wet, but I think it's going to get me through at least the video. So we're just going to stick that down to the center of that distressed Pretty Peacock right there. And then we're going to take our Wink of Stella again in a bone folder, and I'm going to grab some grid paper before I make a big, huge mess. But this is a pretty mess. So again, we activated our brush, so it's kind of really juicy and wet. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on my bone folder the Wink of Stella, and this is going to add splatter all over the background. And you can add as little or as much as you want. I like a lot. So let me show you this up close here and how pretty and very subtle it is. Can you see all the shimmer with that Wink of Stella? It's gorgeous. All right, so that's our little splatter on the background. And now we're going to pop these flowers up and the happy birthday up on dimensionals. Okay, so let's put our greeting on, happy birthday. And I'm going to set this over to the left-hand side. Right about there, looks good. And then let me get my mini dimensionals. I just want to make sure I tack some of these lilies down when I'm gluing this onto my layer. I think that looks pretty good. Let me actually tack these leaves down up here. I'm using, this is called, what did we say this was called? This is the Cloud Cover 5/8 textured ribbon. Can you see how pretty this is? It does have texture to it. It's really nice, but I don't need a very big piece. So I'm going to actually probably be cutting this down. I want this point here to come out and under the happy birthday, just like this. Let me show you up close. Okay, so I can trim this down just a little bit so it doesn't overhang so much onto my flowers, even though my flowers will probably more than likely cover that up. And then I'm going to take some liquid glue. I'm just going to put that right up to that happy birthday. See the glue right here? And then I'm going to take this snippet of ribbon, and I'm going to have that angle going up, and I'm just going to slide this underneath that happy birthday. Just a little bit right there. Just adding another layer of texture to this card. Makes it look so nice. And then we can start adding our flowers. Take one of your flowers. We're going to put this right here at the top. Right there. And then this one is going to go over here to the side. Right about there. And then you can see where the ribbon is kind of hidden underneath there. Remember, we went a little longer here. So you can't even see the ribbon now. Very nice. All right, let's grab our Pretty Peacock base. And then this is going to layer right over top of the front. And I'm just going to put this on with liquid glue. And then once it's on the card, I'm going to actually distress it even more. Just because I like the folded corners a little bit. And then if you want to tear it a little bit even more. I just love that distressed look of that layer in the back of the focal image right there. Let me see, can you see all that distressing on that pretty peacock piece? Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. All right, and then let's take our inside, put that in the inside of the card. To a forever kind of a friend. So nice on their birthday. So pretty. So then the designer paper kind of ties into the front of the card. And then we're going to add some embellishments. We're going to add the cloud cover. Since the cloud cover is the ribbon that I used, I'm going to bring in that color. So I'm just going to add these little glossy dots to the front layer. Just add 3 of them, just randomly around the front, and 1 on the ribbon piece. Maybe right there. So there's the card sketch number 431. Isn't it beautiful? You see all the shimmer on that from the Wink of Stella too, with the flowers, and then the background is splattered. I love it. All right, so let me show you the first one that I made. Here's the first one. Same, but different. And then here's the inside. I forgot to show you the inside. And then here's the one that I made months ago using the Christmas Advent calendar. Do you guys remember that kit? It was so awesome. It came with a stamp set and all this beautiful designer paper and die cuts. So this card is one that I made months ago, but I remember making it and saying, man, this would be a really cute card sketch. Ta-da! So that is my inspiration for this week's card sketch. Very cute. And I used the Misty Moonlight for that one. And then again, let me show you the actual card sketch. Card sketch 431. Remember to turn your card sketch. You can see it in a different angle. It might inspire a totally different stamp set, different designer paper, whatever helps you get inspired and to make this beautiful card sketch. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you hanging out with me for this week's Card Sketch Transformation 431. I will see you on Wednesday in the Glitter Pit live this week. And then don't forget about Friday Fun Fold. All right. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing with your crafty friends. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.